Hello everyone, this is Starry Ari's ASMR. I am Ari, and today I would like to do another one of these adorable sticker scenes. So I have done 2 sticker scenes before. Let me show you. This was the first one that I did, and as you can see, it was incredibly wonky. And lots of things were crooked. I didn't quite have it figured out that I needed to actually place things in a specific order so that it would look right. But here was this adorable little coffee shop. This was the first one that I did. And this was the second one, and it's a cute little penguin ice cream shop. And I think that this one went a lot better than the other one. And I think it turned out really, really cute. And today I picked out this green one because it kind of matches my green nails. And it is a convenience store. So this is the front with all of these stickers. And then this is what the actual scene is supposed to look like. I'm going to go ahead and open this up and take a look at what's inside. Okay, so we have our little kit here. So let's take a look. We have 2 sheets of stickers, and these have lots of furniture and little decorations and these adorable little bunny characters. And then here is the card that we're actually going to be placing everything onto. So it's just this cute little green checkered floor and some plain walls. And there's a little bit of trimming up at the top. And the back is just blank. And then on this side has the scene that we're going to be creating. So I'm going to have this off to the side so that I can kind of reference everything as we go along. So I'm going to get set up and zoom you in a little bit, and then we will go ahead and get started. Alright, I have zoomed you in a little bit so you can see over here I've got our little scene that we're going to be creating. Here I've got our little cardboard backdrop. I've got our sticker sheets over here on this side. Over here I have a couple of crafting tweezers. So these are really helpful to be able to grab the stickers off of the sheet and be able to kind of like precisely place them a bit better. So I'm just going to start by using these curved ones, and let's kind of take a look at the scene and kind of figure out a game plan. So I think with these it's kind of best to work in the back corner first and then kind of slowly work your way out and in these directions so that any furniture and decorations that you need to be kind of visually behind something you've already placed. So I think the very first thing I want to place is maybe this kind of display shelf thing right there. And that looks like it is right here on the sticker sheet. first because it looks like it's kind of behind some characters and the serving, like this little serving counter. Some of these stickers can be a little difficult to get off, but it's still so much easier with the tweezers than without. So let's see, I kind of want this. It looks like it's raised up off of the floor a tiny bit, but I do kind of want it at least lined up with the floor diagonal. So this isn't going to be perfect, so that might bother you. This probably isn't going to be the video for you. We're just trying our best here. Alright, so now that we've got that done, let's see, I see some products kind of down here on this bottom shelf, and then I guess we can also place these products as well. So let me try and find that. It's like a little box of something. I'm hoping that they're just going to be in a row. I think it might actually be these right here. It's kind of convenient that they put them like close together. I think that these are all of the products for what was here. It was the little shelf here. One came out a little bit crooked. I'm going to try and fix it. Okay, there we go. So those are on that bottom shelf now. I'm going to go ahead and do the next shelf, which is these kind of bags here. That. I'm gonna grab these. I can't even tell exactly what this is. Okay, there we go. So these are all placed in their little shelves. And I think next, maybe I'll do these two pictures that are right there. Let's see if I can find them. Here might be the bottom one. And I want to do this because there is a character standing in front of them. So I want to make sure that they are visually behind that little character. Put that one there. And then the next picture, I believe, is this one right here. Here we go. Got our two little pictures there now. Let's see. I think next I want to try and find that plant and see if it's like a tall plant or if it's one that is going on the counter. Because if it's a tall plant, it needs to go first. But if it's just going on the counter, then it can wait. So I see these plants here. I think those might be it. Here's another kind of same size. So, okay, so I don't think we have any tall plants that need to go behind the counter. I think that that one is sitting on the counter. So with that, I think the next thing is this little cute bunny character with one of the aprons. And I see two little bunny characters with aprons here. And they honestly kind of look identical, so I don't think it really matters too much which one I grab. And then this one is kind of like right in front of this little shelf, and the picture kind of just like right there. And then let's see, I think next, maybe this next little character here, which is the other little bunny with an apron. Oh, I have multiple, I just noticed. Okay, so this bunny I think is going over here, so this is the bunny that I need. This one is also kind of going right in front of the shelf, right there, just like that. I think my shelf is a little crooked, but that's okay. Alright, now that I've got these two placed, I think that the next thing might be this big piece right here, this serving counter. So this one here. You kind of want to make sure that this is as lined up as it can be. It's a little bit hard to tell exactly where it is on the floor because I want it to line up here with the wall. Okay, this is actually a little bit further from the wall than it should be, but we're just going to say that I did that so that they could actually have a little walking space. We're going to pretend like it was on purpose. And then I think maybe the next thing I'll do is this little picture right there, just so that I can start putting things on top of the counter. Here we go. Got that little painting. And I think next I want to do this little plant there. I think that it's going to be this plant right here. Just like that. And then there is something right here. I think it might be like a little cash register or something. But I think it is this here. That is going like right in front of the plant, just like that. There we go. And then now I'm going to do this little thing on the counter. If I can find it. I think it is this here. visually in front of any of the other ones, except for maybe this one and this one. So maybe I'll do this little thing here next. I really enjoy doing these because it's almost like a little puzzle, like trying to figure out what needs to go first and where. It's just really fun. Okay, and then I need this little pad here. Like that. And then there's a computer that's going right there. Just like that. Kind of covered up this bunny entirely, but that's okay. You can still kind of see him peeking around behind the computer. It looks like he's sitting down at a computer. Okay, so we have got, I think, everything except for this little thing. I think it might be like a little checkout, like scanning gun or something. I don't actually know. I think I'm going to. I don't have as much space on this side as I should. I think I should have put this one over a little bit more. So I'm actually going to put this over here. I just flipped those two. Okay, so we've now got our kind of little back scene pretty good now. Let me just kind of double check. Okay, so I think the next thing for me, kind of thinking, so I see this little like stand of grocery baskets. Let's maybe go ahead and do that. I don't think I see it on this sheet. And I do see it here, but I don't really see whether they're like on a stand or anything. Doesn't look like they should be that tall, but maybe they are. Okay, those are very, very large baskets, so this can go right there. And then next I want to place this little character, this other little bunny with the apron. So this one here, the ears sticking straight up. And he is going kind of like right next to these baskets. Just like that. Alright, and then now I think I can actually place. Oh no, you know what I just noticed? There is this platform at the bottom here that I didn't place first, and I think I need to. So I'm going to quickly try and peel these guys off so that I can place that platform on. Luckily, they're not too stuck on there just yet. Just gonna put it right on the plastic over here. This one might be a little harder. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Alright. So now I can do this platform. And then hopefully I don't have any other mistakes like that. Luckily, I kind of caught it before I got going too much on this spot. So if I had placed like the serving stand and everything, I think I would have just left it as it was. So now we've got that, and then now we can place the baskets. So funny because I was even like, I don't know if these baskets are on a stand or anything. I'm gonna move these over just a tiny bit, just like that. Okay, now I can place that little bunny again. There we go. So now we've actually got them on the little platform. Now I'm going to see about placing this little serving counter. And I think that's this one right here. And that one kind of meets the wall here, but it doesn't go all the way to the edge of the platform. So kind of just like that. Here we go. Now there's kind of space for the little plant and the little character that stands there. But before we put those down, I'm now going to go ahead and grab all of these food items. So I'm going to start over here and then make my way back this way, and then I'll end with these ones. So I've got these little bits of food right here. This one kind of goes right back in that little corner. And then it looks like we've got some like muffins or cupcakes or something here. And then maybe little like sandwich halves. Just right there. And then I need kind of these little like cake rolls or something right there. Alright. Here we go. So we've now got our little serving set up here. I think the next thing I want to do is this little character that goes right here. And this little guy is just standing like right on the platform. It's like he's kind of looking at what he wants to get out of the display case. Here we go. And then I want to do the little plant that goes right there. Perfect. And then I think that I can do the little, like, these little rope things. And I think that this can go like right here. this little corner done now, and I think I'm going to go ahead and go back to this back wall area and then work my way forward this way. I think with that I might actually be able to place these windows. One window there, and then another window kind of like right above that one. There we go. Got our little windows placed, and then that way when I actually place the little like welcome awning that goes here, if I accidentally place it too far this way, it'll be fine. Okay, now we've got those windows. I think next maybe I'll go ahead and place this little character, and then I'll do these display shelves back here. So this little character is facing away, and it looks like it's this one. And he's kind of like right at the counter, like checking out or something. Got him there. And then now I want to place the display shelves that go right there. I think it's this big one here. I do want to be mindful because I see that there's a little stand right here, so I want to make sure that I'm leaving enough space for that. But it honestly would be okay if I ended up encroaching like this way a tiny bit more. Okay, so I've got that, and now I'm going to place this little platform just to make sure that I have enough space, because if I don't I can move this over a tiny bit. Looks like we've got this little stand and then the flooring that goes right on top of that. Okay, so you have the little stand there, let me put the flooring on top of it. Like that, there we go. Alright, now I can do all of the little products that on these shelves down here. And it looks like I can just barely see something on this. That kind of is like the middle shelf, so maybe I'll work over this way. So I've got some kind of taller products there. I think it is these right here. It's gonna go on the second shelf. And then we do have some products on that top shelf. Looks like that's what these are here. Okay, so we've got our little products on the shelf. And then now I can do, I think, this bottom one with some of these little, like, orange brown bottles. I think it's this right here. right there. And then now I can do the next shelf up. And I think it looks like these kind of like water bottles. Go. And this shelf right up there. Looks like these kind of like green cans of something. So we've got our little products on there. Maybe I'll go ahead and do these ones too. So for this side, it looks like we have some kind of darker products on this shelf and then some like pop cans up at the top. It's a little hard for me to tell what's on that bottom shelf. I think that it is these little like bottles right here. And honestly, if I mess up where the products are going, I think it'll probably be okay. I think I'll be able to just like move things around or place it in a different spot if I accidentally got them wrong. Okay, so we've got those bottles, and then I need the pop cans that are right here. So it actually looks like this one because I've got like a row of them in the front. And then it looks like a few layers back. Okay. So here is our little display shelf with the products. And then I'm going to, I think, go ahead and place our little bunny customer there. I think that it is this one here. I'm going to place him just kind of like right in front of our little display shelf. There we go. And next, let's see. So I could do the stand that goes kind of right here. That is one of these stands. I think it's going to be satisfying putting these stands together because they have so many products on them. Okay, I want this one like right there, I think. And let's go ahead and fill this one up with all of the fun products. I do see something down here at the bottom. It's very, very dark. It's kind of hard to tell. But I don't really see what that's supposed to be on here, so I'm going to move on and do the other products, and then we'll come back to that one if we need to. So the next shelf up looks like it is this line of products here. Like that. And then we have the these ones here. And before I place this very top shelf, I'm going to place the products that are in the back. I think that's this here. We've got that, and then now I can place this very top shelf. And then I'm not worried that they're gonna be like weird overlapping or something. Got that now. And looking at it again, I think that this little product line here is actually what goes on the bottom shelf. And now I think I can do this top shelf, which looks like it has maybe like a few cans, but they're facing this way, so I think it's these ones right here. Very, very small. Here we go. So we've got this shelf, I think, pretty much done. Let's take a look. So I think next, I feel like I can kind of safely do this one here. But I see that there's like a line of boxes. I want to make sure that those are getting stacked on the shelf and not that they're just kind of meant to like be behind it. Do you want to find these boxes? Well, here's one little box, but I think that this one goes on this little front table. Let's see any of them on here. Oh, here we go. Okay, so it is like a cutoff line of the boxes. So I think we're good to place this shelf next. And I want to leave a little bit of a walkway and just have these kind of line up on the same stretch of flooring. Something just like that. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to add that little line of boxes. It goes like that. And then let's take a look. So let's do this bottom shelf of all of these little bottles. I think that's what this is here. And then I can do the line of cans right here. Go. And then the next shelf up looks like these ones here. And then I need these like purple jars of something. I don't know what this would be. Alright. Now I can do these little side shelves. And it looks like I have some products here that go there. I think. And it's the same products for the next shelf, which is kind of nice. And I think lastly are these little like bags of something. There we go. Alright, so now I think that this shelf is all done. And let's see what I want to move on to next. Okay, so I could do this kind of long shelf over here next. Maybe we'll go ahead and do that because once I place this, then I can kind of work on like all of this stuff over here. And I could honestly probably start working on the walls and stuff, but I think I'm gonna do this shelf next. So that is on this sheet here. And then I do want a little bit of a walkway between these ones. Okay, I think that leaves us enough space for everything that we need here, and there's a little path walkway behind it. So now I can go ahead and place all of these products right here on the shelves. And the next thing is here. These kind of stretch across the whole shelf, so I'm going to make sure that those were really nicely lined up. Okay. And then I need the little Alright, so I think those are all good. So I think that this shelf is good now. I think I will do this little like window that goes over here, and it looks like it has like a microwave and like a hot water dispenser. So I need this little window alcove. And that just goes kind of a little bit above this platform, but I want it to be straight with the wall. It actually looks pretty high up. Okay. Here we go. Now I can place the microwave and hot water dispenser. There we go. So we've got all of that placed, and now I can place the little character in front. He's just standing like right on the little platform there. Okay. Next, let's see. Maybe I'll do this little character that's standing like right there. I think that's this one. He's just kind of chilling like right in front of that shelf. Right there. And there is one little stool in front of him. Goes kind of like right in front here. And I need the little plant. Right there. Perfect. Okay. And then next, I think I need to do, if I'm wanting to place this table, I think I need to do these little stools and the little character next, so that they're kind of like set behind the table. Okay, we've got that little stool, and I need the next stool so that I can place the little character on top. This little sitting bunny. These little characters are just so stinking cute. Now I can get this table. things on top of it. This little thing is going to go there. Right there. And there's a little fruit. Kind of looks like an orange or a tangerine or something. Goes like right here in the middle somewhat. And then I have a little tea cup saucer. And one little box. Goes right there. Okay, so we've now got our little table set up with our little characters and all of the stuff that goes on top. And maybe next I'll do the plant that goes right there. I do like that the store has all of these little plants. They're very cute. And okay, so I think next, maybe I will do this little character that is just standing right there. Because then I can kind of work my way over to the right. It's just kind of standing right there. And I do need, looks like another little product shelf. This one here. This one goes kind of like right in front of this other one. Oops, that one's a little bit crooked. Try and fix that. Okay. Here we go. Now I can get the little fruit. Those are kind of going right on the little shelf that's over on the edge. Next I've got these. I have no idea what these are. It almost looks like bananas or something. Let's go right there. And then lastly, I've got these little things here. Here we go. And then now that we've got those, I think I can place these little balloons. So we've got these kind of this double balloon here. So then it's just kind of going like right on the side. This little stand, kind of just like that. And then it looks like there's one more, just kind of like floating balloon. That's this orange one. It's kind of going like right here. Alright. Now we've got that. I think next I'm going to do this little welcome mat. And we've got a little character kind of heading on their way out the door. It's just a little bunny here. There we go. Now I can get this other little like roped, like this little rope stand thing. I feel like these have like an actual name, and I'm kind of forgetting what that is. Okay, there we go. Next, I can get the trash can. It goes right there, where it's like a little spot for like shopping baskets or something. And then I need the little sandwich board. Goes just like that. Now I can put the little character that's standing right there. I think that this is actually our last character to place. Now I can do this little product stand. It almost looks like a little ice cream chest or freezer. That goes right in the corner. And let's go ahead and put those little products in there. Alright, so this is how it's looking so far. It's looking very cute. It's definitely coming along. I think most of what I have left now is all just wall stuff. I might have missed something here or there, but I think let's go ahead and get started on, we will do this wall here, and then we'll kind of move our way over into this section. So I think first things first, I want to do this awning. This is going, oops, not there. This is going like right at the top, but it kind of goes right over this little section here. There we go. I'm actually pretty pleased with that placement. And then we need the welcome sign. very cute. Okay. Now I can do the little like pink balloon bobble that's like up at the top. Like that. Okay. Now let's do the little awning that goes over here. That's gonna go kind of right over on this side. Just like that. And then now I can kind of put the little like bakery sign that's all kind of misspelled. Or not misspelled, but like zigzagged. B. And next I need the A. B, A. K. E. R. And so now we've got our little bakery sign. We do that. Like I'll do one of these little hanging pendants. And then I'll do the clock, and then I'll do the other two. Got that one there. And then I need the clock. I need two more of these little hanging things. And one more. I want to adjust this one. Okay. Are a little bit wonky spaced out, but we're gonna run with it. And then I need this kind of blue bobble here. like right here. Okay, here we go. And next, maybe I'll do these shelves that go right on top of this little display shelf. Do that one there. And this one kind of right next to it. Just like that. And now I can go ahead and put the products on here. I've got these bottles. And then these kind of cartons of something. Go. And some more bottles for the other bottom shelf. And then these little like cups are gonna go on this top shelf. Just like that. Alright. And next, let me do these little shelves over here. And I'm gonna put these signs first. So we've got our hot meals sign that goes right above the microwave. And then we've got our hot water sign. That goes right there. Perfect. Okay, so now I've just got these little shelves. This first shelf is going to go right there. And then I'm going to put these orange to-go cups. Go, and then I can do the next shelf. Right there, right on top of those. And I have these red cups. Just like that. Okay, and then next, I think I can put the convenience store sign first and then hang all of these like off of it. Or maybe I should put these first so that the little ends are kind of hidden behind the stand. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'm also noticing I have some extra products that we haven't placed yet, so I'm gonna have to look around and see where I've missed something. I'm wondering if some of them are meant to have gone in like some of the shelves that are kind of hidden. So I don't know, we'll kind of see if I can find places for them though. I'm gonna place these ones. This one I'm gonna have kind of right in the corner. Somewhat. It's at least like over in this direction. Oh gosh, that is very crooked. I'm gonna fix that. Okay. So I'm gonna hang them all like right up to this edge. This next one I'm gonna do, I think, on this other end, and then that way I can kind of evenly space things out. Figure out where everything needs to go. One is very crooked. This is a lot harder to get these like hanging things straight than really anything else. Okay, so I've got those all hanging now. They're not all straight, but that's okay. So now I'm going to do this convenience store sign. That goes kind of right along the top here. And now I can place this convenience store writing. There we go. So a cute little convenience store sign. And now I do have a few miscellaneous products that are not placed. I'm going to see if I can maybe find some spots for them. Because I think what probably happened is that I was meant to put some of these items like in these shelves that end up getting hidden. So it's hard for me to like see that there was something there. And also I think maybe this very bottom shelf was supposed to have something in it. So I'm gonna do, I think there is a little bit of space for some products here, so I'm going to line these two products up like right on this end shelf. Just because they're kind of facing that direction anyways. There we go. And then I do have a few little products here. Not too sure where those might be able to go. Maybe we'll see if I can kind of line them up on top of the shelf. It would be like they're like overstock products or something. Okay, here we go. Alright, so we have now completed our little convenience store scene. It is certainly not perfect, and lots of little things are kind of wonky, but I think that this one is still really cute. I love these little bunny characters. I think that they're so adorable. And I really enjoyed doing this one. I think that this one had, lots and lots of little products and stuff to place. So that was kind of fun. And overall, I think the only major thing that I kind of had to undo was when I was trying to place this stuff before I placed it on the platform. So let's take a look at this compared to the actual scene here. And I think the only major difference is that I've got these little products up here on the top shelf, which I think is okay. I obviously would prefer that they were kind of tucked away on the shelves that they were, I think, supposed to be on, but that's alright. I hope that you enjoyed this sticker scene video. Like I said, I've done a couple of other sticker scene videos so far, and I'm thinking I might just create a playlist for all of them, so if I do that, I'll go ahead and link it here. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day.